Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm your host Biscuits, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be customizing the Ubermacht Cypher. Now this vehicle is primarily based on a BMW M2. So if you guys are looking to pick up the Ubermacht Cypher for yourself, it can be purchased from Legendary Motorsport for a buy it now price of just over $1.5 million. Or if you have the trade price unlocked, it can be had for just over $1.1 million. Now this week it is currently on sale. That's why you're seeing this price. I have the trade price unlocked, plus it is on sale this week. That's why I was able to get it for so cheap. So yeah, Rockstar did a very good job on this car. This looks pretty much spot on to a real BMW M2 in real life. Alright, so starting off with the armor and the brakes. For the front bumpers, we can add some splitter fins, some secondary splitters, carbon splitters, a primary splitter, a secondary carbon, super splitter, secondary super, carbon super, primary wedge splitter, okay, secondary wedge splitter, carbon wedged. Alright, I definitely like the wedge splitter, it looks really good. Let's go secondary for the splitter, just in case we want to get a little crazy with the respray. Moving on to the rear bumpers, so we can go primary, secondary, primary GT, secondary, and carbon. Alright, we'll go secondary GT bumper, that way it is matched up with the front, so we can color the diffuser there and the front lip if we so choose. Alright, for the chassis we can do some arc covers. Okay, so it's kind of like a low-key wide body, but not quite. Bolted, carbon bolted. Yeah, so the only one I would even start to consider would be the primary stance fenders, but I don't know, it looks kind of off to me, so just gonna go ahead and skip that. Here's some rear diffuser options. So we can do primary, secondary, carbon, winged, secondary winged, carbon winged, and some diffuser fins, primary, secondary, and carbon. Alright, well let's go for the... I'm not really a fan of the wing on the side, it looks a little off to me, but let's go secondary diffuser. Alright, for the engine, do some different engine covers here. Okay, I'll probably just leave it stock. For the tune, we're definitely going to have to go level 4. Alright, fittings, we can add a strut brace. Alright, we'll go for the carbon strut base. Alright, moving on to the exhaust, so go ahead and rev it up here so we can see. So we have titanium, aluminum, oval, titanium oval, carbon oval, infinity, carbon infinity, and titanium infinity. So personally, the infinity exhausts definitely look the best. So throw those on, no brainer. Alright, the grill. Alright, I'm glad they're giving us options because I did not care for the chrome stock grill. So we can do carbon, nice. We can do slotted, that looks horrible. Carbon slotted, not much better. Meshed, okay. Carbon meshed, dashed grill, that looks like a Mercedes-Benz grill. That looks way off on a BMW. Primary dashed, secondary dashed, carbon dash, shark grill, primary shark, secondary shark, and the carbon shark. Alright, we're going carbon grill. Hands down, the best looking one by far. Alright, headlights. We can put some headlight covers on here. Yeah, probably won't do that. Onto the hood, we can do some hood catches. I'm not really a big fan of hood catches, so probably skip over those. Hood, okay, so we can do a carbon smooth, a ridged hood. A little bit hard to see the details there because this ice white on the paint. But there you go, so there it is, carbon ridge, so now you can see the details in it. Some rally ducks, carbon rally, performance hood. Carbon performance, got the vanity hood. Carbon vanity, primary race, secondary race, and carbon race. Alright, so I like the performance hood the best, so let's throw that on there. Horn, that's fine. Interior, steering wheels. So we can change up the steering wheel. I personally don't want to change the steering wheel though. I think the stock one is fine. So for the dash, we can do a carbon dash. Woven, suede, or flocked. Let's go carbon dash. Dials, so we need some racing dials. Whoa. What's going on here? This is strange. I don't know why part of my face is on the screen here. Okay. The racing dials are a little bit overkill, so leave those as is for the door. Do some racing doors. I like the stock ones personally. Interior type. Alright, so we can make it a full-on race car. The street interior, okay. Or the race interior. Both are a little bit overkill for this car, I think, so yeah. Let's leave that stock. Seats! Alright, so we can do some racing seats. Honestly, I think the seats are fine. I like the stock seats. Roll cage, you can do a roll cage. Not necessary for this car. No roll cage. Alright, the headlights, see how they look. Nice. I like the white, the pure white LED look, so we'll stick with that. Underglow, maybe. We'll have to come back and see about that. Alright, so we got some livery options. We can do white stripes, do black stripes, get the white Cipher, black Cipher, got some racing stripes on the side. That's kind of nice, minimal. I like it. Got red pinstripe. If you want to be racer number 99, same thing but in white. Got a racing livery. It's like a two-tone. Got the Team Zero livery. It's kind of a very similar to like a Motorsport M, BMW M Motorsport theme livery. Everybody and their mother though did this livery when they did this build on their channel, so I'm not doing this livery. Candy Box Racer, just another racing livery, I guess. And got the Negative Speed Demon. Very nice. Yeah, I think the Negative Speed Demon is a little bit of a Need for Speed Most Wanted livery reference, if you guys remember that game. Yeah. Alright, so we'll just we'll skip the liveries for now. We will go back to those if I feel one will look good. For the mirrors, we can do primary or carbon. I'm not crazy about carbon mirrors, I don't know. So we'll go primary. For the plate, we can do custom biscuits plate, of course. Respray, let's come back to that after we do roof and skirts and wheels and all that stuff. Alright, so we do roof fin. Do a carbon fin. Dual fins, carbon dual, racing, carbon racing. Dual racing and carbon dual. Alright, well let's go ahead and do the carbon fin, I guess. And for the roof, do a carbon roof. Carbon striped. Okay, it's interesting. The ridged roof. Carbon ridged. Inset. The carbon inset. Nice. Got the bevel roof and the carbon bevel. Huh, that is kind of weird looking. I don't know about that. Let's go carbon roof, though. I feel like the carbon roofs always look good on BMWs. Can't go wrong. Moving on to the side skirts. Got a primary extended, secondary extended, carbon extended, and... oh boy. The fin. I do not like these fins. I mean, on supercars, I guess they make sense, but this is a sports car. It's a BMW M2. The fin is so overkill. Secondary, carbon, primary. Dear God, what is that? That is hideous. What is that even a fin? I don't even know what to call that. All right, let's go for the secondary extended skirts. Alright, the spoiler, we can do a ducktail. Very nice. Got a primary ducktail. Okay, do a carbon ducktail. That looks pretty good. The wedge ducktail. Okay, so it's just like on the very back instead of on the top. Okay, carbon wedge ducktail. Super ducktail. Okay, primary super ducktail, carbon super ducktail, and onto the rice, GT wing, carbon GT, primary low level, secondary, and carbon. Alright, well this is kind of a no-brainer. We're doing carbon ducktail. I mean, it's a BMW M2. I mean, what else are you going to do? Sun strips. Alright, we can do plastic, primary, secondary, some racing sun strips. Okay, probably leave this off for now. Suspension, we'll go ahead and slam this thing all the way down and close that wheel gap. Very nice. Oh, if you can see here, also if you notice when I do add this suspension upgrade, it does camber in the wheels a little bit. I love that Rockstar made that a thing. It looks really nice. Just really makes the wheels look nice and flush to the fenders. Transmission, we'll throw on the race one, of course. Definitely gonna need a turbo. Vents. Okay. Secondary vent trim or carbon vent trim. Alright, I don't want to go too overboard on the secondary, so let's go for the carbon vent trim. Windows, didn't really find anything too special in the interior, so we'll go ahead and black out the windows. Alright, moving on to the wheels. We're going to go for the Cheetah Carbon Rs. These wheels look pretty much good on any car, but they look especially good on a BMW M2. Alright, color, we'll come back. Tires, we definitely want to do some bulletproof tires. Very, very nice. Car's looking real good. Alright, on to the respray. So we got a primary, secondary, trim, and an accent. Okay, lots of options here. So, primary. Okay, nice. And the secondary, which is going to be the brake calipers and the front bumper, side skirt, and rear bumper options that I went with. We have a trim color, which is going to be obviously the part of the interior. Okay. And an accent color, which apparently is the gauges. Yeah, just the color of the gauges. There's my face again. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, cool. Alright. So, for a primary, I kind of like the stone silver for the primary, so let's throw that on. For a secondary, I think we're just going to go silver. It's nothing too crazy, but it is just enough to be able to tell the detail that it is a different color than the paint. I did want to go back and change the rear diffuser. We're just going to change it to carbon. There, that way we still have some of the color, but not too much. It's a little bit overkill. Okay, very nice. Okay, where were we? So we got the secondary silver, now on to the trim color. Let's just go graphite. I like a dark interior. Our accent color, let's go Torino red. Yeah, go Torino red for the accent color. Alright. Alright, so all that we have left is going to be any liveries we want to throw on. Alright, so the racing stripes, even though they're smaller, racing stripes are so overplayed in this game. It's just like literally every single car has a racing stripe livery. I know I'm exaggerating just a bit, but it is kind of ridiculous. So let's go for the black Cipher. That looks really nice. Let's go back to the wheels real quick. You know, let's just go stone silver and match up the wheel color to the paint. Alrighty, so that is everything. Let's go ahead and get this car outside. We can do a sound test and some first driving impressions. Alright, so here we go. We got the Ubermacht Cypher outside. And I love all the carbon fiber detail. Looks really good. I actually really like the paint we went with. Kind of a more unique paint you don't really see too often. The carbon fiber wheels look sick. They're on point. I love the carbon fiber ducktail as well as the roof. Diffuser is looking pretty nice. Exhaust tips are looking pretty good as well. I'm not crazy about the chrome. I might go back and actually change that after the video. But yeah, overall a very good looking car in GTA Online. Alright, so the Cipher is in the sports class categories for races. So what's really cool about the Ubermacht Cypher is this vehicle is able to be stanced. So as you can see, car's sitting pretty low. Looks really good. However, we can make it lower, so we're going to go ahead and open up our interaction menu, go to Manage Vehicles, go down to Vehicle Preferences, and Vehicle Stance, turn it over to Lowered, and select, and it drops the car down. And now we're tucking tire. Got a little excessive camber going on. I think it's pretty sweet. I think it's really cool that you can drive around like this, or you can raise it back up and drive around like it's normal. Alright, so let's get all the doors open here so we can get a closer look at everything. Here is the engine detail. Carbon fiber strut brace is looking very nice. Come over here to the driver's side. Nice. Some good looking sport seats right there. That's why I did not change those. I kind of like the stock ones. And the carbon fiber detail on the dash is really cool. Love that. Around to the trunk. Not any detail there. It's pretty typical these days. There's no detail in the trunk of any car in GTA Online, let's be real. Over here to the passenger side, here we are. The same thing. Again, the carbon fiber dash looks sick, on point. Yes. Alright, so let's go ahead and rev it up here and do that sound test. Nice, sounds really good. I actually like the sound of it. And I'd have to say, I think this is kind of a more unique engine note. I don't know how many other cars that share this exhaust note, so that is kind of cool. Okay, so far acceleration is pretty weak sauce. Like, this, not really a fast car. Yeah, so far it seems like acceleration and top speed are not great. They're probably a little bit below average, honestly, for the sports car class. However, the handling seems very good on this car. It's not really wanting to spin out or anything. It just kind of sticks to the road. Yeah, so the handling is very good. Yeah, pretty impressed with the handling. Let's go ahead and do a brake test. So 3, 2, 1, brake. Nice. Brakes are very good. They stopped it pretty quick. Yeah, so handling and braking is good for this car. I would definitely give it some credit there. Unfortunately, the acceleration and the top speed just isn't quite there on this car. And actually, let's do a drivetrain test real quick. Alright, so the Cipher is rear-wheel drive. Alright guys, well that is going to pretty much do it for this video. Overall, the Ubermacht Cypher is a pretty decent sports car in GTA Online. It's not really that fast as far as like straight line speed goes, but I was impressed by the handling characteristics of the car. It definitely sticks to the road. And it looks really good. I mean, let's be real, this car looks amazing. I love BMWs, so if you are a fan of BMWs, M2s, anything like that, then I would recommend picking this thing up. However, if you're trying to look for a sports car to win you some races, this is probably not it. So you may want to look into other vehicles if you are strictly looking for lap times and winning races. So if you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please drop a like. Also, please consider subscribing to the channel if you are new here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay safe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.